Hello folks and welcome back to Blueprints. We carry on. Things to explore still. Things yet to explore. First things first, as per usual. Well, we got sauna yesterday, so we got a lot of movement today. We have a lot of movement today because we had sauna yesterday. So possibly we get the room that says we can expend movement instead of gems. Then build up a stock of gems and coins and see if we can find a freezer possibly. The shelter. You can avoid three negative rooms. The main negative room to avoid is the archive and the weight room. Those are big negative rooms to avoid. Everything else can kind of get played around with. So let's go tool shed today, see if we can find something useful here. Sledgehammer. A wrench. Each time you draft a mechanical floor plan, you may permanently adjust its rarity. Okay. Interesting. Each time I draft a mechanical floor plan, I may permanently I can make things more common or rarer. I don't think I'd want to make anything particularly rarer. I want to make something more common. I want to make things like the boiler room, the boiler room more common and stuff like that. Anyway, I start working our way towards it. We got an extra. Okay, the nook takes us into there, but the nook takes us into there, but don't actually get anything out of it. So let's do bedroom. Let's do bedroom. Into the bedroom has yellow pawn. I already got that already. Okay. Of rooms I've been checking for chess pieces. I've got pawns and an attic has a yellow bishop. I've not seen anything else. Den is good. Den takes me down to the bottom. Let's get that. Den sometimes has a thing to crack open, not today. Okay. Walk-in closet, plenty of items. Plentiful items, we shall work on that. Den has yellow pawn as well. Yep. Checking for chess piece, first of all, before we get all crazy here. Cupcake. Key, gem. Honestly, we got the gem back. The gem investment was repaid, so not too bad. No chess piece, though. Okay. Utility closet. Early utility closet. An early utility closet is actually worth grabbing. We have to go back for the dark room, but we can immediately turn off gym. We can turn on garage, and we can also turn off the. It is currently standard. We're gonna make it more commonplace, I think. Right, okay, so let's turn off the keycard system. If you get security, that solves that. Gym is going to be off. Darkroom is on. Garage is on. That's going to turn its elf off at some point, so at some point we'll have to come back to this. Unfortunately. So we can't preemptively keep that on. Okay, but that's that. And that gives us more direction back into the here and back around again. Okay, let's keep it moving. The chapel, the storeroom, the commissary. It's a bit early for commissary, isn't it? We'll do chapel here, because chapel, okay, we lose a bit of money, sure. White Bishop Chapel, makes total sense. Hang on, I've been writing this wrong way, haven't I? I was assuming different colors. Oh, we'll play this, okay, so we'll put White Bishop. Right. Courtyard, storeroom closet. Courtyard. Shovel, good. Good early shovel. Key, lovely. An old shoe. Okay, we can go down there, but I know there's stuff to be dug still in the foundation. We can go around to entrance hall again and not have to deal with chapel again. So let's do this. There's at least one. There's one diggable down there. Make use of that. There's one diggable over here as well. A turnip. Oh, we're doing very good for movement today. A coin. Right. Okay. Back into bedroom, which is free movement. Has that floor always been that reflective? And B, does that... Can we do anything with that? I wonder. Right. Well, well, if we're gonna have to do it, if we're gonna have to go the other way anyway, might as well make use of it. So storeroom also has yellow. Where's my pencil gone? There it is. Storeroom is also yellow pawn. Gem key. Okay, well. In chapel around. Right. On we go. Security? Brilliant, because now we have security as well. Security... Is it worth making everything more commonplace, I wonder? That is the bad thing, surely it's just... Right, let's do this. Let's do the thing first of all. Inventory. One broken lever. There's a broken lever somewhere. Where's the broken lever? Walk-in closet? Courtyard? I missed a broken lever somewhere. That's gonna haunt me. Unless it's in here. Right. Keycard system. Keycard system is currently offline. System settings. If it's offline, offline mode is currently unlocked, and we will send it to high security level. Because it means more unlocked doors. We want as many keycard doors as possible because the system's offline and they default to unlocked now. Funeral parlor, closet for 2 items. Silver key. And gem. Okay. Chess piece. No. Chess piece and security. Doubt it. No. Corridor. Hallway. Let's do hallway because we need to spread up our number of rooms. Number of active doorways. Bloody hellfire, that's really annoying. Closet. Gem. Compass. Right, East Wing Hall, that's fine. East Wing Hall, do you have a chess piece? No. Another courtyard. Dark room. How much movement have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 7 back again to get to turn on the dark room. Right. Use a key here. Bloody hellfire. I mean, this is... They're really wanting to narrow narrow me in. Commissary, what can you get out of the commissary for this? Do you have a chess piece, commissary? Banana, keys, and gems. Funeral parlor can go up. Pantry goes up. Coat check. Funeral parlor is kind of worth now because it's now currently have 3 red rooms. So that's potentially worth it. Right. I'm going to go ahead and just turn on the dark room now. Because otherwise it's going to just... We're going to be moving backwards and forwards. It's easier if we just do this now. I'm going to lose a coin going through chapel twice. But... It means that at least the dark room is deactivated. Also means that the gymnasium is a free pickup as well. Which is something to think about. Gymnasium is currently turned off, so... I don't lose anything by picking gymnasium. I'd actually lose movement traveling through it. So remember that gymnasium is an active... thing I can use. Right, okay. Is there a chess piece in the dark room? No, there is not. Courtyard, weight room is something I cannot use, unfortunately. Foyer, hallway doors are always unlocked. Courtyard gives us a bit more of a spread and we can go back a bit. Also, metal detector. Plus things to pick up off the ground, so... Happy moments here. Turnip. And... coin. Right. Boudoir. Library. Library. Library, the last... We've got all the buttons. The only one we haven't seen so far is the history of Orindia. So that'll do. Once we've done that, we'll have seen all the books in the library. I don't think there's anything on the top floor. I'll double check, but I don't think there's anything up there. Is there, however, a chess piece? Library seems it's important enough to have a chess piece in it. Chess piece. No chess pieces over here. Is there a chess piece on the ground floor? I don't see any chess pieces. Right, library please, over here. Weight room. I could put it down here. Oh, attic for 8 rooms. Attic is white bishop. Bookshop, books for sale. We've never seen bookshop before. Bookshop is new. And it also bends in the direction I wanted to go in. Bookshop, black bishop. Interesting. Right. You can buy The History of Orindia, a new expensive books, Drafting Strategies Volume 5 and 6. Realm and Rune. I think... Is that like the damaged book we have? Okay, books purchased in the bookshop will be permanently added to the library and will be available to check out next visit. The History of Orindia... Ooh, hang on. Right. There's my book list. Right. This is a first edition History of Orindia. Okay, hang on. So, that's interesting because... That might not be the first... There's also volume 3 of Drafting Strategy. Well, I want to buy them all, right? That's the whole idea. So it might be interesting to compare these two books. I think Realm and Room will be the undamaged version of the book that's currently in the in the cliffside elevator down thing. That might be the undamaged version of that. I'm not sure how much more I can get out of that book. We want to buy them as we go. Okay. I want to get back to this before we leave today. That's also the symbol of... That's a symbol, isn't it? That on the wall on there? That's the yellow symbol. I think. Maybe. Is anything here? Oh, hang on. Reading Herald. New clue sought out in hours. It should come as a surprise that the latest book from local author Mary Marigold is breaking literary records and making headlines even in absentia. The release of her new book, A New Clue, comes only 14 months after the distressful report of the author's mysterious and unexplained disappearance. Her current publisher has issued a statement debunking conspiracy theories surrounding the book's recent announcement, stating the writing of the book was completed and well into the editing stages many months before the disappearance. In addition, the publisher has revealed that all proceeds from the first edition sales of A New Clue will be going to Lasting Hope, a non-profit organization that aims to provide resources and intel in the investigations of missing persons. Still, the timing and conveniently mysterious title of Marigold's third book has left many cynics denouncing the book and her disappearance as a cheap publicity stunt. Detective Bon Margle, who many theorize may have been the inspiration for A New Clue, was quoted only saying that the book was unintentionally accurate. Regardless of their opinions, fans, pundits, and cynics alike were standing together, elbow to elbow in bookshop queues this morning, eager to get their hands on what may likely be the last words ever to be published by the missing author. Okay, well that means I want to get that book. Shockingly, we know this already, but I was just suspected that to be the case regardless, but I want to get that book. All these books I think will be useful. Not sure so much about drafting strategy, but I definitely want to pick up A New Clue. I want to pick up History of India. The Curse of Blackbridge. Next time I pick up Library, I have to do like a full screenshot page by page of that book, so that when I do get this book, I can do a comparison of it completely and accurately and completely and fully. Because I suspect there's going to be differences between the first edition and the current edition. And that's the whole idea behind that. Okay, well, let's keep on moving. Kochek spare bedroom pantry. Orange. Hallway reading nook gets me library again. Interesting. We were just saying that. We were just saying how I wanted to get the book. I mean, that saves money on those things. It means I can only need like 19 or something. Right. Anyway, let's get library here because we can. Is the History of India here? It is. Right. Okay. So, first things firstington. Second edition. This book was reviewed and cleared by the publication by the Fen Aries Central Board of Education. It has been edited to conform to our departments of standards, including an omission of sections deemed inaccurate or unsuitable for public dissemination. Yes, so we need the first edition. Detective Bon Margle checked it out a couple of times there. So yeah, so Herbert, our mother, then Detective Bon Margle twice. Okay. Alright, well, let's start doing the screen caps then. I'm just gonna capture every page. The name used to designate the realms of the blank is the name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters. Blank is no longer blank blank, known to the average segment blank 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 of the elder generation. Then blank blank blank. We must permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon our past. Apparently. Ajira. Hey, Wingham. No, there's nothing specific called Ajira. Most historians mark the beginning of the first era, often denoted as Ajira, by the ascension of the first king, Blank, whose name, Oris, would later grace the burgeoning township which he crowned. Oris was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, though whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of these surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from those ledgers that Oris had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Oris, and by the end of the first century, the a new kingdom was born. Copy that. The second era. It was the fourth king blank who split this vast realm into equal shares, 3 realms for 3 children. To the... here we have names. We've got names. We have got names. Okay, right. Hang on. It was the fourth king blank who split this vast domain into 3 equal shares, 3 realms for 3 children. To the eldest he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and the heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift blank of a kingdom we don't know the name of. To the youngest he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch-Ares, the land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse which at the time was not as developed but a good deal more vast than the elder brother's lot. We have a place that starts off AR, could well be Arch-Ares. And to his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Eraja. We have a place that's called ER something. A land steeped in tradition. Right, let's grab this as well. Third era. As the second era grew to a close, the three sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of the distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands, and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the third era was defined by blank. The middle area is Orindia. Because the symbol at the bottom is Raja, yep. The top was Arch-Ares, yep. The one in the middle, that looks like it could be... Hang on, where's my mouse? The symbol... Hang on, come back a bit. You can't see my mouse there, but so the one in the middle is blanked out. The symbol of that looks like it could be the symbol of... There we go. There. It's kind of hard to spot the mouse in this thing. The symbol of Orindia that we know of. Commerce between the 3 realms further strengthened their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. The fourth era. As the kingdom blank entered the fourth area, a different kind of ruler took reins of power. King Dizelets III was a blank king who often was seen drinking, a sight that shocked not only the gentry in the court, but the masses as well. Baron Sinclair. Hang on, I'm going to copy this as well. Thank you so much for your cooperation with our department in this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status, so it means all the more that you're not only tolerant, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning with this letter the book you lent us, though I must confess it was not much help, as I had hoped. I had heard that your library is rare and of restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of a History of Orindia could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection, but perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me a censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that is the case, then I say well done, fair play, and perhaps on my next visit you'll have a laugh about this after you've given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Bunmorgul, Redguard. Can I see what's behind this, please? Ooh, hang on. Okay, good. So we got this as well, so we'll copy this side. And we'll copy this side as well. Desolets was renowned as the king of blank, no one when he made the decision, the king of no one when he made the decision to move the castle and court behind, leaving, I'm assuming, castle and court. The people were overjoyed by this choice, and those that viewed the king's conduct as common folk. Those voices planted the seed which took root in the grand city of Fen. Era of ruin. After the passing of King Desolets III, the fourth era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died. Thankfully, the king died. On the very next day of the 4th of October, Prince Learson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by a number of supporters due to the fact that Desolet's force shared little of his virtues. As the prospects of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were recently called from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once a center of splendor, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of the innocent echoed through the cities stained in red. Fen Ares, the color of Fen Ares is red in the color scheme we have here. The brutality of pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the cities surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment who, sickened by the barbaric actions of other battalions, joined forces with the Prince Learson to form a formidable army. Together they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arch-Ares and Nuance, it's called Nuance, to join their cause. However, even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Prince Learson himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death he had won. Oris had fallen, and with it the realm. The black flags that had flown for 5 years were burned, and in their place red banners were hoisted in the honor of the fallen Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives to the south, forever exiled. This is where my mother went. My mother went south. Did I save this one already? On the off chance that I didn't, I'm going to save it again. The current era. Today, the realms inherited by the three, Fen Ares, Arch Ares, and Iraja, once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land in myth and wonder, and a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, of our mothers, and of our children. Okay. And then there's also I'll do this for completeness' sake. I'll grab that too. Okay. So we've read a very redacted history of India. I suspect the original ones are going to be very different. It's going to name certain people. So you can tell from here that King Desolate's, who don't know what was that is framed as being a horrible king. We don't know if that's true, but it's framed as being that, and that their issue was not great, and that Prince Learson saved the kingdom from the horribleness of the Desolate's line. I wonder if we are of that line, and that's why the mother fled, or something like that. Anyway, it's a good find. Key, please. The ballroom. Whenever you enter the ballroom, set your gems to 2. That's going to be. We're going to spend 2 gems. We're going to spend 2 gems and get them back immediately. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Lovely. Okay. So, is there music? Yes, music. Anyway. Clara and Simon in Eclipse Ball, 1952. Right, there's the music here. So, okay, we have the music. Where's the music pages? Right. So, page 6 is the word R. Page 7 is the word true. Oh god, no. First words on the something are true. Oh heavens, okay. Hang on. Save these as well, in case it means the first words on these message sheets are true. Okay. Well. Let's keep it going. Drawing room. Gets us exactly where I want to go. It cost me a gem, but I do this. There we go. Expended a little bit of movement to get a bunch more stuff there. Right. Does the drawing room have any... Again, we have that already written down, don't we? We do, okay. Right. Let's go up here then. Billiard room? Hallway, billiard room. Spare bedroom, hallway. Redraw, because we get a free redraw. Dining room faces a good direction for us. It faces a good direction for us. I'm happy to take that. Dining room. Have you got a chess piece? You have. Dining room also has yellow pawn. I wonder if all pawns are yellow. I wonder if colors are relevant. I wonder if colors are relevant. Ooh, okay. Gonna get the salt shaker as well, so all food is better. Okay, so let's keep going left then for now. Observatory takes us up. Archives. Workshop. Workshop. I needed to do workshop. I needed to go into workshop because I need to check the number of the music sheet in here. We'll put you on standard rather than unusual. Right. Battery, it's 8. Right. 8. Message. And we can also, we'll, oops, not the wrong button. Grab that. Is that gonna work? There you go. Right, A. So this room is currently, is that just the room we're meant to be in? Yeah. Okay, so these letters that are here are just this is the letter that's meant to be in this room. Coast and cost A. Okay. There's no secret to that then. Anything special here? Oh, shovel, battery pack. No. Battery pack, compass, electromagnet. Okay. Okay, compass and shovel, dowsing rod. Ooh, okay, interesting things here. Compass and shovel, compass and battery for electromagnet. Salt, nothing. Coupon, nothing. Metal detector. Oh. Detector shovel. Okay, which means we can do two things. We can do detector shovel and electromagnet. Let's do these then. We'll do detector shovel and electromagnet. We are learning more. Detector shovel. Greater chance of mining both. Much greater chance of finding that when digging. Lovely. And then electromagnet. You're more likely to draw mechanical rooms while drafting. Automatically collect all money as well. That's good. Oh, I'll take that, thank you very much. Right, use that. Laboratory. Yes. We'll make that... commonplace, because I want to make sure, I want to get this as much as possible. Right, that was a gem, though. We can go back to the ballroom to get some more gems. I gotta keep doing this, just because... Let's also trigger this while we're at it. Crap. Okay, but yes. Okay, sure. Gymnasium's fine. Gymnasium is a freebie. The power's off. Okay, right, hang on. Let me just... Because... Yeah. Right. We're gonna go into the lab. Right. Okay. Let's make an experiment. Each time I find trash while digging, set my steps to 40. Each time I find a trash while digging, a letter will be delivered to the mailroom. Each time I unlock or bypass a security door, a letter will be sent to the mailroom. There's at least one. There's at least one to be done, so I want to get that done. Research logs. That was fine. Good. Right. I wish I had dice. Please? Please, please, please? Please. Damn you! Why electromagnet? The room was right there. You could have just... Oh my god. Secret passage on the off chance that... No, it doesn't do that. Blast you! Right. What do we need? Shops. We can try a new shop. Red rooms. No need a red room. Green rooms. We can go for a green room, possibly? A free green room? Hallways are irrelevant. There are 2 bedrooms we don't know about either. So we go for a possible bedroom. We're gonna go for a bedroom. Key to the bedroom. Right. God, that annoyed me. Bunk room, 2 bedrooms, nursery counts. Is that spare bedroom? Just gives us more movement. Right, that's locked. We only got special key, silver key. Fine, whatever. Right, let's go back to the dining room, then to try via the gymnasium. I am upset by the... This game persists in really screwing me over this. What's that we need here, potentially? Trophy room. Not yet. Right, okay, so... Running shoes? Hopefully we can find a trophy room or something. Corridor and laboratory end as well. It means that the funeral parlor would give me 5 gems. But it's quite a long way around, because it's go there, 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 there. It's a way around. Oops, no, sorry, I'll pick laboratory. A letter has been delivered to the mailroom. Lovely. Anything in here? Chess piece? Nope. Courtyard. Hallway. I'm gonna pick hallway so we can go this way. Damn you, game. Genuinely damn you, game. Curse you for doing that to me. Commonplace. Ballroom is commonplace now. Laboratory and golden room are commonplace. Curse you, says I. Right. We've cleaned everything out here. Ooh, there's a some coins. 20 coins is enough to buy a book. Not to buy the books I want to pick up, because it gives us the realms and runes and stuff. Which in the grand scheme of things I don't think I really need right now. Right, so we'll go dining room, and well, fine. Have it your way. Conference room. Locked as well. Okay, fine. Well then. No trophy room, will go all the way back around then. $21, lovely. Right, so it's drawing room, ballroom, library. Okay. I wonder if we go through that, we're going to have to go through that library. And because we're going to go through that library, does that mean I get to change my order? Not that it's relevant, because we've already got all the damn books. This only was available once we've ordered all the books. This room only became available once we'd seen all the books. That was that's the reason to get this book out. Right, okay, in that case, to guarantee that we see a new book. To guarantee we see a new book, I might buy something. I'm going to buy Roman Rune. No, I'm going to buy Drafting 4. And we'll go back here and we will order it. I guess not. Fair enough. I guess that's not too likely to happen. Fair enough. I mean, that was probably expected a little bit too much for them to change that to reflect the new reality, but sure, why not? Okay. Right, so... yeah, through the dark room. In here. Pick up the wind-up key. Right, what do you have here? 2 of these statements are true. That is potentially true. The statement on the blue box is true. If that is true, that is the true truths, which means this must be the lie. The gems are in a box with a true statement. That is true. That is a lie. That can't be right. Hang on. Because if that is true, there are 2 truths. There are too many truths. That is a lie. That is a lie. That is true. That is the box that has the truth in it. Because if that is true, then this is true. If this is true and that is true, these are the both truths, which means this is... which means if these are both true, then this is a lie. And therefore it's in here. Alternatively, if this is a lie, then that is a lie. Which means that this is a lie, this is a lie, which means that must be true, which means this is still true in the case of the book. Yeah, it's going to be this one. It works both ways. No matter which order it is in, it works both ways. Either these are both true, in which case that's a lie and the gems are in here, or these are both lies, in which case that's true and the gems are in there. Very fun little puzzle, that one. Right. The rotunda can rotate. And apparently it's a mechanical room, though that's fine. Expensive, I might make that even rarer, actually. I might make that even rarer. We're going to do it. We're going to pick it up because we have an abundance of coins. We have an abundance of gems. Sorry, not coins. An abundance of gems. We're going to need to explore this corner up here. By the end... wine cellar would be an end. Courtyard, get me across there. Rotate floor plans. I can rotate floor plans in this room. Oh my heavens. That is fantastic news. I'll pick courtyard for you. Also gem over there. By the end, if it's all possible, if I have any money left, I want to end it in the bookshop. As much money as possible. If we can get a vault, I'd be very happy. That's locked up, so we can use a key for that one. Guest bedroom, courtyard. Counts as 2 bedrooms. We don't have... well, we'll do guest bedroom, because everything ends here anyway, unless I go courtyard. But courtyard takes me to the same room as that is, so I don't necessarily gain anything here. With guest bedroom, at least I get movement. And guest bedroom is already in the list as having yellow pawn. Lovely. Fine. Okay. Oh, hello. Not keys, unfortunately. Keys? I'll take coins, but keys would be nice. An old tin can, yeah. Well, we know that's unlocked. Let's see this. Courtyard, kitchen. Kitchen gives me more movement. Courtyard gets me to the end. I don't think we're going to find mailroom up here, to be honest. Hopefully those letters remain, because I haven't seen it. There's no mailroom today. Well, I got plenty of coins. Vault! Aptatively beautiful, that. Aptatively, positively beautiful, that. Or plus one movement for removing your house. We've seen Vault, but I want the book. I need the book. That book is required. Pick up all the coins, thank you very much. Right, we can go buy the bloody book then. There you go, that's the passport, the Fenari's passport. So as far as we can tell, Orindia potentially, or not for India, the kingdom in the middle was basically replaced by Fenari's. Interesting. Intriguing. That remains open as well, which is good to see. Okay. Oh, Vault. White Rook. White Rook. Okay. So we have a bishop, pawn, and rook. We still need knight, queen, and king. Okay, so that door is locked and that door is locked. So these doors are locked now. But my goal right now is to buy the book, I think. That would be good progress for today. That would be good progress for today, to buy the book. Oop, wrong direction. Sorry. I forgot about the spinning stuff. If I get a key, we can come back here and open these, and or there as well. And the commissary sells keys. The commissary sells keys. But all of that is irrelevant, right? We are right here. We are right. Book first. Book first. That is the priority for today, is to get that damn book sorted out. Once that book is sorted out, we'll be laughing. And hopefully, with the wrench, and we've made those things a lot simpler. Right. History of India, first edition. I do want to buy the new book, new clue. And we could, of course, buy the drafting strategy, but I think if we do this, we might have more space to expand to return up there and buy keys and stuff, etc. But we have the ability to get the first edition History of India, which I think is going to be important. Not necessarily from a puzzle perspective, but from the lore perspective. Right, can you get some keys, please? A key is 10. Well, that solves that problem. Well, it doesn't solve the problem, it just... we have to get the key. Right, so... we'll go up and we'll unlock that one, because that one gives potential 2 doors for us to deal with. Like here, we'll only have 1 door to deal with. Here, potentially 2 doors to deal with. Right, so skip this from here. I'm hoping those letters last until the next mailroom, because unless they're going to give us really nice and give us a mailroom here. Bunk room, boudoir, East Ring Hall, perfect. Well, I say perfect. There could be 2 locked doors in here, which would end everything. 1, 2. Fair enough, 2 locked doors. Oh well. Okay, so what can we do? Or are we at the end of our tether right now? What is there to be done here? Workshop. Spare bedroom, keys. Funeral parlor, commissary. There's nothing we can really buy there. That's why we got so many bloody courtyards, because Blessing of the Gardener is still active. Because it's only been a couple of days for you, but it's been like a week for me. I forgot about that. There's a broken lever somewhere. We'll make our way back out on the off chance something happens. We encounter something, you know. Everything's locked at the moment, so we shall make our way back out on the off chance we encounter something. I'm not gonna lie, this room is helpful, as in it's a guaranteed 4-direction room. It's just a slow way of doing it. Right, okay. What's the best way to do this? Security? We know that at some point in the early rooms is a broken lever. I'm not sure where it is, but there's a broken lever somewhere. I'll have to go find out where that is. Just out of pure curiosity, because I've clearly missed it somewhere. Where have I missed a broken lever? That's a candle. Wow, walked straight past the damn thing. Could prove to be useful. Where's the workshop? Workshop is all the way over there, which is going via the darkroom, bookshop, entry, reading nook, etc, etc, etc. I'll have an explore around. I'll have a wander over here. Timing's down. We're down for time anyway. Not for time for movement. Well, we got like the big expensive book. I was not able to buy. I was not expecting to find the big expensive book, so happy about that. We got, was it 13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Not happening. Oh, unless we get lucky with running shoes procs. Because running shoes can trigger, but it'll have to trigger several times. Triggered once. Five, 4, 3, 2. I mean, honestly, it's lasted longer than I was expecting it to. It still needs to trigger twice in 2 moves, which is unlikely to happen. And oh, it triggered. Oh, really? That's mean, game. That is mean. You triggered just enough for me to get into here and fail entirely. Yeah. Okay. No. I want to see if the lever would have used anything there. But anyway, still pretty good. I think this was a useful day. This was a useful day. We got some stuff on the music. We got unlocked a couple of new rooms. New rooms 2. The new rooms being the bookshop and the ballroom. But key is we bought the History of Arindia. We read the edited version, and now we've also bought the unedited version, so we can order it out for next time. Now, hopefully, we've made the laboratory and the ballroom common enough that I can maybe, hopefully, stick them together, or at least stick them together through rooms that can allow the carriage of power. That'll be next time, folks. See you then. Bye bye.